talk about thermodynamics. What is thermodynamics? It is a branch of physics where we can deal with the exchange of energy into work done, or transform the energy from mechanical version to heat or something. So this is called thermodynamics. So why thermodynamics is required or very important for to study? Because we know that in every reaction some energy are converted from chemical energy to kinetic or chemical to heat. So to know the relation between them, or any physical process also, how much energy required to do the process. So for that case we have to know the principle of thermodynamics. Next one, to start thermodynamics we have to know concept of system and surrounding. What is system? System is a place. We define system as on which thermodynamics is applied, or we concerned about the thing that is called system. Means where we studied the main focus or main leading thing of the thermodynamics is system, and other outside from the system is outside of the system, that is called surroundings. So we know that there is a finite boundary between system and surrounding. Using this boundary we can identify different types of system. So from the Venn diagram we can easily identify that system union surrounding should be equal to universe. If we add or make union system and surrounding, then we can get whole universe as a whole set. Now as the boundary, finite boundary is there between system and surrounding, so using this boundary we can identify three types of system. One is open system, two is closed, three is isolated. Now the question is, what is open system, what is closed, and what is isolated? Let us examine. Consider that is a glass of water. If we provide some amount of heat on it, so we can see that vapor will come out from the glass. That means the water molecule will come out from the glass. And another thing, the heat we provide here or we generate here, it also comes out from the system. So we can see that heat as well as particle transfer occur within this case. That is called open system. And what is closed system? Let us consider if we put a cover on the glass and then we provide heat on the glass, then only heat can transfer from this glass system to surrounding, but particle cannot transfer from this system. So this is called closed system. Third one is isolated system. Here we can consider as a thermoflux. That means there is an insulated layer. There is a two layer of glasses. This is full of air or any insulated thing that protects the energy transformation. Means that prohibit to transfer the energy from outside to inside or inside to outside. That can protect or prohibit to exchange the energy. So here if we cover the glass with some thing. So we can see that now if we provide some heat here, then heat also will be conserved, as well as particle also cannot transfer within the system. That is, particle cannot transfer from inside to outside or outside to inside. So this system is called isolated system. To identify the system, if the system will be isolated or it will be open or closed, to identify the system, we have to know some response parameter. What are these response parameter? Okay, first, if we take open system, response parameter means using this parameter we can study the state of the process, or we can define that there is a finite change happening inside the process. So for this open system, if we study further the extended version of thermodynamics, that is statistical mechanics. In statistical mechanics we assume some ensemble. For open system we observe that here particle number is not constant. If we consider in system where particle number is not constant, this system means particle can transfer from inside, from system to surrounding, or can penetrate through the boundary. That system or this type of ensemble is called grand canonical ensemble. For grand canonical ensemble, the response parameter, very important response parameter, is mu, or the chemical potential. Chemical potential. What is chemical potential? Chemical potential is the energy required to put a single particle inside the system, or we can take it out one single particle from the system. The energy required for this procedure means if we take one particle from out, or if we put one particle from the outside to the system, the energy required for this process is called chemical potential, and we define this chemical potential like that. And next one, for the closed system. For the closed system, we can observe or we can study the thermodynamic parameter PTV. For PTV, to study this process, we have to know, generally we treat as CP and CV. The important response parameter for this case, CP and CV. What is CP and CV? The heat capacity of a matter at a constant pressure, that is called CP, and heat capacity at a constant volume, that is called CV. And very important thing, for CP and CV, we are talking about per mole, means the energy required to increase 1 unit temperature of a system. The energy required for this process per 1 mole is called CP if the pressure is constant, and if the volume is constant for that process we can call it CV. So this is the basic thing of this thermodynamics.